Hi guys, it's Marissa from Imagine This Music and Art Studio. Today we are going to be going over Art 1 lessons this week, which is ages 5 to 8, but once again, anyone is welcome to join. So this whole month we have been learning about the element of space, and not necessarily outer space, but we've been learning about distances between things, between people. We've really been talking a lot about how when things are closer to you, they seem a little bit bigger. When things are further away, they might seem a little bit smaller. So for example, if you guys were to look out your window, maybe during the nighttime, and see the moon, put your fingers around it, it probably looks really, really tiny, right? Just way up there in the sky. But in reality, the moon is actually very, very, very big. Not quite as big as the Earth, but very big. But it looks small just because it's so far away. This is true for all of the planets. If you look at the sun, which don't do directly, but if you're wearing sunglasses, you can try this with your parents. If you see the sun, it's also very small. But if we were to actually go up and see the sun in person, it'd be way, way bigger than the Earth and way bigger than anything we would have thought of. And so today we are going to be doing a painting that kind of represents the illusion of space and distance. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our materials. The first thing that we're going to need are a couple of bins, or you are welcome to use a cake pan, a cooking sheet, just anything that you can place things inside of. You're also going to need either a squeegee or a ruler, some shaving cream or shaving foam, toothpicks, the end of a pen, a pencil, just something to be able to stick in and move things around, your choice of color of food dye, some paper. We're using watercolor paper, but if you just have regular paper or construction paper, that works just as well. Some black pieces of paper or a color of your choice. For the second part, we're going to need a pencil, a pair of scissors, some glue. This is Elmer's stick glue, works just as well. Some water for your paintbrush, a paintbrush, a palette or a paper plate, and then some white paint. All right, let's get started. So let's go ahead and jump into our project, and just remember, as Bob Ross once said, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents. The first thing that we're going to do is grab our paper, and you can grab also like a pencil or a pen of some kind. I'm just going to use the bottom of this shaving cream because it's a perfectly round circle, and trace that onto my paper. And I want a variety of different sizes, so maybe I'll grab a cup that has a larger bottom, or you can just freehand the circles. But we want about 3 or 4 different sizes of circles on here to represent the different planets in space. So I'm just going to cut out a couple of these with my scissors. And now I have a variety of sizes. I have a big circle, maybe some medium circles, and a little circle. And these are going to be representing different planets or stars out in space. So in reality, if we were to come up really, really close to these planets, maybe they're all the same size. But maybe this one's way further back, and this one's way up close. So you can play with that idea of distance and space. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to set these a little bit off to the side, grab our cake bin or our cooking pan, fill it up with some shaving cream. Just enough to fill the bottom after you grab your squeegee and spread it out. At this point, I want you guys to start thinking about what colors you want to use for your planets. It could be creative. Think about what colors you think a planet might be up close, or maybe a made-up planet, maybe some stars. Once I have that nice and evenly spread out, I am going to grab some food dye. This is just my own personal choice, you guys can pick your own colors. I'm gonna put some yellow in here. Maybe I just want one planet to be blue, so I'll put some blue over here in the corner and nowhere else. You just need a few drops. Maybe I want a red planet and some yellow over here. Maybe I want a mix of green and yellow. So you don't need too many. Next, I'm going to grab a toothpick and mix these around. Mix them into each other to make some cool designs. It's also fun to see what colors you're making as you're mixing these together. All right, so now I have some nicely mixed different colors and designs in here. I'm going to then pick up my circles or my planets, and I'm going to lay them down gently in different areas so I can get a couple different colored planets and so forth. So I'm going to put that in gently, make sure the color gets on it. All right, at this point I'm going to grab my second bin or cooking sheet or cake pan, whatever it is you're using, also the squeegee or the ruler. I'm going to pick these up. Should look something like this. You can't really see the color underneath it quite yet. Stick it in the second bin to wipe off the shaving cream. Should look something like this, but again, it is your very own planet, so it's going to look different than mine. There's my first planet. I'm going to set that off to the side, and I'm going to squeegee the rest of these the same way I did that one, or with a ruler. It's my second planet. My third planet. I think this one's my favorite one so far. And my little itty bitty baby planet. All right, so the next step is to get your black paper, or if you want to do a different colored paper, that's fine too. We are going to decide where in space these planets are going to be. I'm just going to set them on in any order that I would like. Grab some glue. Just put a little bit of glue on the back. Stick it on where you would like it to go. So it might look something like this. So our next step is to grab either our palette or our plastic plate and to squeeze just a little bit of white paint. We are now going to be putting in some really, really, really far away planets or stars that are just so tiny they just look like dots. So I'm going to grab my little paintbrush, get just a little bit of white right on the tip. I'm going to go in. Maybe some of them are a little bit bigger than others, and I'm just going to add in some dots to represent stars or really, really far away planets. You can get creative. Maybe you can do a shooting star. Maybe you can do a big shining star. And here is my finished painting representing space. All right, we hope you guys have fun with this. Go ahead and leave some pictures for us to see. We would love that. Thanks.